Hey there, welcome back to my vlogs. My name is Erica. I am a 28-year-old entrepreneur. I own a marketing and project management firm, and I've been doing vlogs just walking you through a very raw and real, sorry that TV's kind of loud, behind the scenes of what it's like to be an entrepreneur, and one that's very early in her entrepreneurial life cycle, where I'm building platforms and such. And I usually start these vlogs from the top, right? Like when I wake up every weekday at 5:50 a.m. and walk my dog and go to the gym. I already did all that, hit arms today. You would never be able to tell. But I've also been sucking at vlogging, and I'm hoping that today I can give you a little bit more of a well-rounded vlog and maybe bleed into tomorrow a little bit too. But anywho, it is 9:56 a.m. and we've been rocking and rolling. So here's what we've done. Walked my dog, of course. We do a 1.5 miles very early in the morning, past some characters. I live in an interesting part of the city. Like, one block is, I don't know, there's just like a lot of interesting activity that happens in the early morning hours. Like, there's often cops called to scenes for gunfire. And so we have to kind of like, be alert. But anywho, so that we had an interesting walk is what I'm saying. Came back, had my eggs, went to the gym, did an arm lift. We partied this weekend. I had a lot of like celebrations. We had a birthday celebration, we had a housewarming, we had Easter. There was some partying being done. So honestly, felt pretty horrible in the gym, but we persevered. Came back, made my coffee, had window time, which is where I just lay in my bed and I work, and I let my cat look out the window and be enriched, and my dog snores very loudly on the bed. Sorry, my voice. This is Monday mornings is when I do what I call my CEO day. Today was a very poor example of that because I have a new employee starting today and we have our kickoff call at 12:30. I just did not have time over this weekend to prepare how I wanted to. Where the shit? There we go. So I prepared for that, and then I did content ideation for next week because I have to kind of start my production process. I ideate on Monday, I script on Tuesday, I film on Wednesday, I edit on Friday. And then, sorry lady. And then I push 3 pieces of content out on TikTok a day. I'm just trying to get better about Instagram Reels and posts, but I'm kind of bad about that. And then I post stories all day long on Instagram. So head over there and follow me if you want. Kind of just like the rundown all the time, if that's interesting. So anywho, then I folded clothes, have a little bit of a weird afternoon, a weird day, a weird week, honestly. Oh, and my mom just texted me. We're trying to book a semi-private Pilates class for when she visits next month. Get out of here, lady. And look at these fun frames. Ethereal Essence on Etsy, and then this was Facebook Marketplace. But I really, really like them both. And I haven't had like art in my hallway. My place still looks bare, and I'm literally moving this fall. So it's like as soon as I'm ready to move, I'm gonna change things up. Anywho, I need to finish this ice water at the dog park, come back, make a coffee, but we're gonna multitask. We're gonna bring the laptop to the dog park, do some work. I don't usually go at this time, so I'm hoping that I don't see anyone I know just because I wanna get work done. And then I have my kickoff call with the new employee at noon, and then I'll have 30 minutes to eat, and then we have our only client call of the day. Thank you, God. Last week was so rough with so many client calls. And then we're gonna knock out a bunch of to-dos, and it's really nice out right now. I'll show you. So I would like to go outside and work. Gorgeous day in Charleston. So anywho, I am gonna hop, but I'm gonna try to vlog this and make it more interesting. I'm feeling a little bit more vibrant and alive, and I'll check back soon, 9:59 a.m.
Betty, are you ready to go to the dog park?
All right, we're back home now. I ended up chatting it up with some lady at the dog park who's a realtor here in Charleston. If you don't know anything about Charleston, housing prices are literally out of control. My boyfriend and I were on a walk last night and we passed this house, and every time I see a house for sale, I go look it up on Zillow because probably in about a year from now, I'm looking to purchase. And the area that we're in, I am in love with. It is like a little Hallmark town. It is my dream to live here, and I hope that I can make enough money within the next year to be able to afford a down payment on a home around here. However, 720 square foot home built in 1940. Needs a new roof, needs new floors, probably needs new plumbing. Guess how much money it was? $480,000. What? Since when? In what world? So we were talking about that, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move north a little bit, and I don't want to because right now I'm 20 minutes from the beach, and it's literally my dream. I go to the beach multiple times a week. Like, that is my happy place, and it's important to me. So I've also thought about moving literally north towards like Georgetown. Yeah. Anyway. That's a juicy zip. So she just kind of was like making me feel validated. She's like, yeah, I'm a realtor and it's crazy. And I mean, it's working out for her because she's been in the area for long enough and she's older. So they have probably more money between the two of them. Anyway, so we were chatting up. It's 11:09 now. I'm making an iced coffee. Then we're going to sit down. I have a meeting at noon. So I'm going to try to bang out as much work as possible, take that onboarding call, and then have my lunch, and then have my other call. And then once that call's done, I'm going to be so happy. Anywho. So one last little shout out. My friend Jenna, Ethereal Essence on Etsy, makes these adorable little mugs. So cute. I'm having my iced coffee in one. But isn't this just like Outer Banks vibes? And then this is available too in like this green and blue gradient. I just chose purple because I don't think I have any. Well, it's a lie. Actually, I have a lot of purple mugs. But that's besides the point. I love it. Okay, time to sit down and smash out some work. I'll be back in a second to tell you what I'm about to work on. Give me one second. Okay, so if you watched my vlogs a little bit earlier this year, one of the project management services I offer is event management. We just had an event happen in on April 3rd. Anyway, our bigger like banquet gala event is happening in October. And yeah, I am locking down all the vendors right now. Need to lock down linen vendors probably next month. A little bit more lead time on that. I also need to respond to some project emails here. So I think that's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do, oh, wake up keyboard. There we go, emails. I need to charge my headphones. What else? Let's look at our to-dos. Tracking our time here. It looks like I wonder if Robin's been in here. Anywho, I think I'm gonna try to knock out everything for this one client. So I did their socials. I need to kick off their brand newsletter. I need to post to my own Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna knock out emails and then just get through as many of these as possible. So some things we're doing for them is we're launching a podcast for them. So I have to finalize the positioning, and I sent over some visual positioning that will kind of help guide it. Other things, I need to finish up their March report, and they have some bots coming through on their website. So I need to exclude a very specific website. Very random. We haven't had that problem in a really long time. We have pretty good like firewalls up and things that will block those out, but things do happen sometimes. I have to schedule a workshop for next month with a group of people, and then a meeting with the owner to talk about the types of guests he wants on podcasts, because I want to start building that backlog of guests like ASAP. And we're kind of already behind schedule because he is out for 2 weeks straight after like telling me that this needs to get done ASAP. I'm like, bro. Anywho, okay, I'm gonna start doing this and I'll be back. It's 11:15. Just had a kickoff call with my new hire, which I'm pretty hyped about. Now I'm about to have some food, leftover Easter feast. I'm not actually someone who celebrates Easter, but I went to support my boyfriend because I'm a good girlfriend, okay? And I like food. So we have sweet potato, we have normal potatoes, we have some pork in my boyfriend's dad's homemade sauce, which he also gave us. It's not ketchup, this is his homemade barbecue sauce. And then turkey, but I think I'm gonna skip the turkey because I think it's gonna make me very sleepy. Oh, and a cookie, which I made, chocolate chip cookies. Oh my gosh, they're stuck. Yummy. I love a good cookie. Okay. I'm gonna make this, but that was a good call. I have my last 1 o'clock call, which I'm a little nervous about. This is just a client where they ask me to schedule things, and by the time we have the call, they're like, why are we having this call? And I'm like, I've literally provided you all context multiple times outside of this as to like why we're here, what we're doing, what's happening. So I get nervous because every time I jump on with them, it's like, am I wasting literally everybody's time right now? That's kind of what it do be feeling like. But yeah, I just sent a note to the technical guy to be like, hey, as a reminder, this is what this meeting's for. And he's probably gonna come back and be like, well, we can't talk about it because you da 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 da. And I'm gonna be like, sick. Cool. Thank you for that. After you all being like, please schedule this meeting. Anyway, I'm the messenger. My cat's here now. I gotta get behind you to get in the microwave. And then after that, I would like to go work outside with my dog for a little while. But I'm gonna eat lunch, have some silent time to myself. It's 12:40, 20 minutes to scarf down food. Peace. I'm having like a hot flash, but meetings are done for the day. And that actually didn't go horribly. It was whatever. I'm emailing out a recap email right now. Sunny, CCM, Katia. Hey team, thanks for the time today. Based on our conversation, I've captured the following takeaways. Create product page, new field request to add to feature backlog. Okay. Let me ask ChatGPT, what are the open questions from this meeting note? I feel like there was more than that. Okay. I'm gonna consider that one not as important because that's like, to me, that's whatever. Well, if it's important to them, they'll bring it up. Okay, and this is going to the 3 people on the call. I'm just making sure that ChatGPT didn't pull in any of my notes. When I'm taking notes, I'm also now taking them for my project coordinator, so I have like notes to her, so I have to make sure that I don't translate that. Eventually, she'll package my notes and be like, hey, send this out to the team, and then my recaps will come the next day. And I might just invest in AI. I don't know, we'll see if I make enough money. Send. Okay. And now I have to go log my time. This is an Upwork contract. I do some contracts on Upwork and some of them through right now Stripe, but I think I'm losing money on Stripe. Anywho. Okay. 1 hour logged. So now I want to go work outside for a little bit. It's a nice day. I've been trying to do this more. So we're gonna do that. Okay, I've gotten through all of this. I need to try booking Pilates again, but we'll get to that. I'm gonna go pour ice cold water. I'm like hot. I don't know. What's the temp here right now? It feels humid, and I bumped up my AC to 72 because I was unwell. It's 80 degrees. Yeah, definitely going to just my tank and my shorts. Okay. See you in a sec. I have apples and Ritz as a snack. There's Betty in the background. I'm gonna walk y'all through what I'm about to do, but I'm about to go into about an hour and a half of focus time. So inbox first, because there's a lot of things in here. Holy hell, this girl works fast. Yeah, we're gonna go through our inbox, and then I need to do 3-4 things. So one of them is schedule social posts for a client. I need to prep for my meeting with my intern tomorrow. It's our last in-person before she leaves for the summer. Create the podcast brand guide for my client that's launching a podcast. So I'm pulling together kind of what I want him to approve, because he's given me 0 input like he said he would. Love that. Document a process for a client where I'm launching an application for them, and then also coordinate a call for another client. So that's everything that's on the docket. I'm about to get to it. I'll try to check in after if I remember. If it ends off here, I do feel like I did a slightly better job about capturing my day and all the things I'm doing. Tomorrow's definitely more hectic, so probably not the best day to do it. Like, I have in-person meetings and virtual meetings, and we'll see. Maybe I will. We'll see. Anywho. Okay, I'm gonna get to this. It is 3:58 p.m. All right, so it's 5:45 now, and I just got back from Sam's Club to pick up my groceries, and we're gonna play a game called Betty Wants to Join. Guess how much I got for $119. We'll talk about it. So, well, not guess. I'm gonna show you how much I got for $119. I got this Venus pack of razors. I really need a new razor in general. I kept buying Athena Club, and they only sell them at Target. So that's just inconvenient for me. Like, it's just really far away, and I'm not a big fan of Target anymore. They just never have what I need when I go in there. So it comes with a handle and then 12 blade refills. And so then I can just buy the refills. I don't remember how much this was. I think it was like $19. And I bought my face wash. Clearly she is having issues, need to keep up on the skincare, so it comes with 2. Then I got Downy. These are my beads I use for scale. Here's my head, here's my hand. It's a big one. People always compliment me on how I smell, and if I give them something that was just washed, they're like, oh my gosh, that smells so good. Like, it's the secret. I got my protein powder. I always get vanilla because you can make vanilla chocolatey, but you can't make chocolatey that vanilla-y, if that makes sense. So as like a cost savings mechanism, I purchased vanilla. And then I got, because dish soap is just something I'm always running out of. This was $9.98 for this whole thing. It is 3.18 quarts, 3 liters. I don't know how that breaks down, but it's a lot. And I think this one was $7.68 or something. So the protein powder I think is $35, but there are 3 pounds of protein in there. The Downy is, oh, I see, 2.5 pounds of the beads will probably last me 3 months. The protein powder should last me 3 months. This should last me probably more than 3 months, probably through the summer. Like, I should have to repurchase maybe in like July or August. This will realistically get me blades. I can stretch them for 3 weeks, but in the summer I'll only stretch them for 2. So 2 times 12, it should get me through 24 weeks. And I got them in the white tea scent. It was the cheapest, so hopefully that's not gonna bother me. And the dish soap should last me a while too. So anyway, that was all $119. And because I'm a Sam's Club member, first of all, you can't order unless you're a Sam's Club member, but you get free pickup. So like the tier of Sam's Club that I'm in, I got free pickup. So that's with literally just the cost of the product and then the sales tax. So fun, live, laugh, love, being an adult. But I'm gonna go for real now. So I just have to schedule out some socials. And then my boyfriend's gonna come over and we're gonna eat dinner together. And then we're gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna feed the girls right now, but then we're gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna come back, and I think I mentioned it earlier, I wanna do some like picking out of photos for frames tonight. My new lovely frames. And I also wanna read. I'm on Throne of Glass book 2. My friends are so far ahead of me, so I need to text them so they hold me accountable. But anywho, Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you want more of these, please subscribe. Let me know. I'm so happy to make them. I also make short form content on TikTok that's more similar to this, and then more sales focused Instagram content if you are looking for a marketing partner or a project management partner and you kind of want to know more about my service offerings and see some of that social proof behind what I offer. Go to my Instagram. You will find that there. Bye.